Welcome to JPP Financial Group. Welcome to JPP Financial Group. Happy International Women's Month from JPP Financial Group. If you know someone that deserves to be spotlighted as a guest on our show, please text us his or her contact information at 844-844-4900 so our booking team can reach out to him or her. You are listening to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group with your host, France Official Talk 100.
All right. Welcome to JPP Financial Group, where we talk financial literacy and economic empowering. This is your host, France Official Talk 100, where we love to share with the community great treats and more. Now, in celebration of International Women's Month, we have our special guest with us today. We have Davrye Gibson Smith. But before we get started, guys, we'll be right back.
Let me ask you a question. When you have a personal conflict with someone, how do you handle it? Well, chances are you spend a great deal of time negotiating a compromise, or maybe you just argue until one of you walks away the winner.
What if, say, you have an issue with a mechanic, a retail store, a plumbing contractor? How do you resolve it?
What if it's more serious? What if you get sued by a neighbor, or audited by the IRS, or you need help settling an estate? Where do you turn?
Do you have the power to influence a national auto chain or a multi-million-dollar clothing store? Would you even know what to do in front of a judge or an IRS auditor? Wouldn't it be great if you did?
Well, you can.
Well, prepaid legal is the same thing to attorney's fees that medical insurance would be to doctor bills. I founded the company in 1972 because I realized that there was a real need for middle-income Americans to have access to the legal system, that they were basically shut out of the legal system because they just could not afford the price. So that's what the prepaid legal service membership does. It makes legal services affordable to middle-income America.
Welcome back. So we have Davrye Gibson Smith. She's here with us. A quick question for those that don't know you, and for those who do know you, who is Davrye Gibson Smith?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Franz, and Mr. Maris for inviting me here to speak on a beautiful Sunday afternoon and just share information about myself. But I am Davrye Gibson Smith, and I tell my children, I am the daughter of two very strong parents, and they are in heaven watching over me. But my mother was Davrye Gibson, and my father was James Millage Gibson, and they were public servants here in Miami. I'm a mother of three. I'm a grandmother of one. He is two. I am the wife of Dr. Michael D. Smith Sr., who is my cheerleader and my soulmate and my best friend, all of that. He has all those titles. So I want to make sure I give him his due today. But I am merely a humble servant, and I believe that I am the answer to my ancestors' prayers.
Outstanding.
I believe that. I believe that everything I've done and continue to want to do has been instilled in me before I even thought about it. And so I just want to use all of that and make that come to fruition. Whatever I dream about doing, I feel like that's someone whispering in my ear and say, do this and make that happen. And so that is who I am.
That's powerful. That's powerful. I love that. Now, as a young child entering the next phase in life, into your adulthood, I know that you went to Florida A&M. Could you share with us how did you come about the decision of choosing to go to Florida A&M, which we all know as FAMU?
Yes. Well, as a premier HBCU, I want to put that out there in the radio waves.
Okay.
That is a premier HBCU in Florida. My parents always, told us we were going to college. Okay. And, they didn't say where because we had the choice. But the decision to attend FAMU was number one, they offered me a scholarship.
Okay.
And so, of course, that was, my parents saying, okay, that's where we want for you to look at.
Okay.
But my other choice was Tennessee State University,
Okay.
where my parents had matriculated. But I stayed in Florida because it's a strong family base here for me. My family lives here in Miami. And then a lot of my friends were going.
Okay.
And so after, of course, getting the scholarship and then knowing my friends were going, it was just a no-brainer. I knew I was going there. But I want to reiterate that college was not an option. We knew we were going to college.
Okay.
And it was just a matter of where to go.
Gotcha.
And I will say that FAMU was the best decision I made. It molded me into who I am. Because, when you're away in college, you're on your own.
Yeah.
And simple things that we take for granted now, doing laundry,
Gotcha.
buying food. I no longer had that luxury under my parents' roof. It was, what am I going to do
Taught you
today?
responsibility.
Yes. Who, how am I going to get my laundry done? How am I going to get to class? So it taught me a lot about being independent, being a woman.
Okay.
Being able to handle and negotiate relationships and then go to class and do my work. So that was a growing up experience that I would never, ever change for anything. So it was wonderful to attend. I encourage all young people to not say that they cannot go. College should not be an option. It should be a choice of where to go, but not a choice of am I or am I not.
Gotcha. And while at FAM, what did you major in, and why did you choose to major in such a particular?
While at Florida A&M, I majored in political science.
Okay.
And my aspirations were initially to become an attorney. And of course, after graduating, my goals changed because I came back and was thrust into the real world. I worked for a couple of politicians.
Okay.
Because I knew I had that communications strength and background. I knew how to write well. I knew how to speak well. I knew what to do to support, those politicians at the time.
Gotcha.
And so my aspirations to become an attorney changed. And I worked for the Miami Heat for a little bit.
Okay.
And I used those same communication skills. And then I got thrust into education.
Okay.
Ended up staying there. And I'm proud to say that this is my 25th year, and I'm here to stay. And I think that all of my foundation as an HBCU graduate, as a daughter of public servants,
Okay.
was just the grounding for that, for me to remain an educator and to remain an educational leader. And so here I am.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Usually people who endure so much in life at such a young age, they usually tend to have a lot of wisdom to be able to share with, those that they come across from many different forms of life. As a reader, a writer, a businesswoman, a personal life coach, an entrepreneur, what were some of the community outlooks that led you to being a person of influence?
I think my family is responsible for all of that. I watched my mother, who was in a sorority, and so I wanted to emulate everything she did. I watched her being in other organizations. She was a member of the Links Incorporated.
Okay.
And so I wanted to do that.
Gotcha.
I watched her as a teacher. And at one time I said, I don't want to do that. But then I found that the reason why she stayed so long is because it is a love for children.
Yes.
And to want to see them grow and do and learn under your tutelage. And so she was my biggest influencer as a writer, as a reader, as an educator. And so you talk about wisdom. I think I got that because I observed her.
Okay.
And like I said, the prayers of many who came before me were just thrust upon me. And so I believe that by grace I am here.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
All right, Daru, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break, okay? We'll be right back, guys.
Are you looking to promote your business? Well, look no further. JPP Enterprise is a full-service branding, marketing, and promotional company that will give your business the exposure it needs. If you just need a full-color banner, roll-up banner, table cover, and more, just call us at 305-907-7993. Again, 305-907-7993. Or you can order online at jppenterprise.com. Remember,
welcome to Home Automation, where you can control and connect with your home from anywhere. It all begins with your Vivint Sky control panel. From here, everything is connected. You can control your appliances, cameras, data storage, door locks, garage, lights, thermostat, and the security of your home. And you can control all of this from anywhere in the world with the internet or your smartphone. A consultant will help customize your system for your home using wireless technology that's easy to install. The panel uses cellular technology, so you can talk with a monitoring representative right through your panel. Your smart thermostat allows you to raise and lower the temperature of your home, saving you money on your energy bills. You can also control a range of small appliances from any remote location. So if you're out late, you can turn the lights on. If you're leaving for a while, you can arm your home with one touch, and automatically your doors will lock. Your thermostat adjusts, and cameras record any motion detected and will send you those clips to your email or phone, so you always know what's happening while you're gone. You'll also have custom alerts, so if a cabinet opens that shouldn't be, you will know about it. Our 24/7 award-winning monitoring station responds quickly in an emergency. Vivint Home Automation enhances your home and family life through simple, intelligent products delivered by people who care. Why did we create all of this? It's so you can protect and enjoy more of this. Vivint. Simply smarter.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We have our special guest. For those that are just tuning in, we have our special guest, Ms. Davrye Gibson Smith. She gave us a good breakdown on her life up to this point. And back to your life story. During your time attending FAMU, what would you say molded you into becoming the strong, powerful woman that you are today?
Well, while in college, I was a member of Young Democrats.
Okay.
And that was a club that was, of course, for aspiring politicians or attorneys or people who wanted to have their voices heard in their communities. And so that was powerful for me. And believe it or not, I didn't talk much. I observed a lot, but it gave me permission to speak.
Okay.
Even if I was wrong, I had permission to say how I felt, and then others would join in, and we would kind of just mold each other, as to how to do things better and to how to go back to your hometowns and make a difference.
Gotcha.
As Young Democrats.
Yes.
I will also share with you that while on the campus of FAMU, I met so many other powerful women. We had sororities there, we had service clubs, and one of which I'm a part of, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay.
They were very profound at FAMU. They were servant leaders. They did a lot of community service projects. They read to young people at FAMU High, at the local elementary schools there. They put on lots of performances, did a lot of foundation activities. And that was just so impressionable to me. So not only having my mother be a part, I went there and I saw them doing it even further. And I immediately said, this is what I want to do. These women who are making moves and moving mountains and being trailblazers, this is what I want to be a part of. And so all of that was in my life at FAMU. And so this year we celebrate 35 years as the class of 1986.
Wow.
We entered in 1986, and so we call ourselves the freshman class of 1986.
Wow.
And so it's profound.
And would you encourage the younger generation to be a part of these groups and to help mold them as well
Absolutely.
throughout their journey?
Absolutely. You know, you have your formal education, you have your grade level, and you have your curriculum, but every child needs to be involved in a club
Yes.
because those clubs serve their personal interests.
Yes.
And it could be, I know at my high school we have the Bible club, or we have the speech and debate, or you have your tennis or your golf, whatever. But you need to hone in on those other little things that help you become more well-rounded.
I
Because
definitely
you can
agree.
be so smart and be the valedictorian or salutatorian, but if you don't have those social skills from those clubs, then you're going to miss something.
Definitely
And you
agree.
need that interaction.
Definitely agree.
So absolutely, I encourage them.
All right. Davrye, all right. You are a teacher. You are a mentor. You're an entrepreneur. You are a brand enthusiast and the founder of a major research center for gynecology.
Gynecological.
There you go.
Yes. It's a difficult word.
It is.
And it's one that I wasn't able to pronounce up until some years ago when my mother was
I got it now. Gynecological.
gynecological.
There you go. Let it run off the tongue.
Yes. But I am, if we want to talk about that. And that, of course, again, came to me after having, I wouldn't say suffered, but having experienced the loss of my mother.
And this is in regards to Venda's Orchid.
Yes, my mother's name was Venda Ray.
Okay.
And so Venda's Orchid Foundation is now a 501c3. I'm so happy to share that I just got the information this week. And so as a foundation, not only do we support gynecological research, but we also give writers workshops to young people. So my first set of workshops will be this summer.
Okay.
To young aspiring authors.
Okay.
And this is in a twofold manner. It is helping young people learn to communicate and put their words in writing.
Yes.
But it's also giving a portion of those proceeds to support cancer research, especially for gynecological cancer.
Amazing. All right, Davrye, we're going to take a quick break, okay? We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Advancing technology has made it easier for people to steal your identity. That's why we created ID Theft Defense. We help protect you and your identity, so you can stop worrying if someone is trying to open a new credit card in your name or that a tax return is being filed using your social security number. ID Theft Defense is truly comprehensive identity protection, and through our mobile app, is with you everywhere your smartphone is. ID Theft Defense's comprehensive protection includes keeping an eye on your personal information in case an unauthorized person tries to use it, putting you in touch with our exclusive team of licensed private investigators if you need one, and getting your identity back for you so you don't have to deal with it. Using ID Theft Defense is easy. Once you sign up, just add your information into our secure member website. Everything from your email address, bank account numbers, passport information, phone number, and more. If we get a hit, we'll contact you immediately. If that alert wasn't you, let us know. Your licensed private investigator will start fixing the issue right away and won't stop until your identity is back to its pre-theft status. Why add to your list of worries when our experts are trained and ready to guard your information for you? Sign up for ID Theft Defense today and have peace of mind that you are protected by the best. With ID Theft Defense on your side, you'll be able to worry less and live more.
Let me ask you a question. When you have a personal conflict with someone, how do you handle it? Well, chances are you spend a great deal of time negotiating a compromise, or maybe you just argue until one of you walks away the winner.
What if, say, you have an issue with a mechanic, a retail store, a plumbing contractor? How do you resolve it?
What if it's more serious? What if you get sued by a neighbor, or audited by the IRS, or you need help settling an estate? Where do you turn?
Do you have the power to influence a national auto chain or a multi-million-dollar clothing store? Would you even know what to do in front of a judge or an IRS auditor? Wouldn't it be great if you did?
Well, you can.
Well, prepaid legal is the same thing to attorney's fees that medical insurance would be to doctor bills. I founded the company in 1972 because I realized that there was a real need for middle-income Americans to have access to the legal system, that they were basically shut out of the legal system because they just could not afford the price. So that's what the prepaid legal service membership does. It makes legal services affordable to middle-income America.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. We was here for those of you that's tuning in. We've shared an amazing story from Ms. Davrye Gibson Smith about her livelihood, as well as the research center that she created. Now, Ms. Davrye, can I call you Ms. Davrye?
Absolutely.
All right. Question: what was the catalyst for the birth of your research center?
Well, as I said, I wanted to do something to bring more awareness to women to get checked. Oftentimes, when you may feel a pain or a little ting somewhere, we may ignore it as women. But gynecological cancers, they're a silent killer for women. And as we grow older, from teenagehood to mid-adulthood to menopause, all of those things, sometimes we overlook little things that may be happening in our bodies. And so this is a push for us to get checked, talk to your doctors, your healthcare providers, speak with them, be open, be persistent about your health care, and don't let it go. But also just to give monies back, because I follow them on Instagram, and I've noticed that there's so many women who have said in their stories the doctor overlooked it, or told them this was just menopause, or told them, oh, that's just an itch, ignore it. And they have to be persistent.
Yeah.
And so when I say it's a silent killer, you may not have a pain. It could be a different mark.
Yeah.
It could be just a little feeling or discomfort or just something, and you have to really pay attention to it. So that was my focus primarily. And then, of course, as I said, in my mother's name and in her honor, I did want to focus on her writing. She was an editor, a contributor, pardon me, for the Miami Times before she passed away.
Okay.
And so she wrote her stories and shared them every week with readers. And I want to continue that, to say that young people who feel they can't write, everybody can write. Everybody has a story to tell.
Yes.
You just have to know how to just deliver it.
Yeah.
And how to set it up so that everybody can enjoy it. And so that's why it is twofold. So that is on my heart now. And that is what I'm pushing forward to do and to help. And hopefully that'll be a legacy that will be just shared, for years to come.
Amazing. And my deepest condolences for your family, for your mom's passing.
Thank you.
You have a book called The Women Who Raised Me. What inspired you to write this book?
Well, I began that book years ago, prior to my mother passing. And they were just little stories of people who were no longer with me physically. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, my paternal grandmother, a few of my aunts, or people in the church who influenced me and inspired me. But after my mother's passing, it was just laid upon my heart that she's now a part of that ancestral village of women who raised me.
Yes.
And so I wanted to share my story, having her, as coming to me and saying, you need to put this out there and tell your story. And so it is an inspirational memoir of real life people. Many people know them. Once you read the book, you'll say, well, I remember her Aunt Tina, Christina Eve Martin.
Yes.
I remember her. I remember Cecilia Eve Lewis. Or I remember, any one of these women who were in that village who raised me.
Yes.
And who helped me become the woman that I am. So that is out now, and you may find it on my website.
Okay.
And my website is davrye.net. And if you just scroll down, you can just click on, how to purchase. And then I will also if you wouldn't mind indulging me for a moment, I'll give my next plug because my
Not a
next book is
problem.
coming out in April. And so you will also find it on my website.
Okay, not a problem. You want to give a little sneak peek about the next?
It is a self-affirmations book for all people. I wouldn't say just for women, but for all people.
Amazing.
And especially when people of color, because we need to be better with pushing ourselves and
Yes.
cheering us on. And so it's just a self-affirmation book with dates and calendars, and then a portion of it is a journal for you to self-reflect and write.
And self affirmations are a very powerful thing.
Absolutely.
Very powerful thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. So
Thank you.
we're gonna
Thank
take a
you so
small break,
much.
okay?
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Are you looking to promote your business? Well, look no further. JPP Enterprise is a full-service branding, marketing, and promotional company that will give your business the exposure it needs. If you just need a full-color banner, roll-up banner, table cover, and more, just call us at 305-907-7993. Again, 305-907-7993. Or you can order online at jppenterprise.com. Remember, we ship all across the United States.
All right, all right. In celebration of International Women's Month, I would love to give a special thanks to our special guests today, Linda Courtier Aristide and Miss Davrye Gibson Smith. Thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. And from the representation of JPP Financial Group, we would love to have you guys back, sometime in the future as well. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All
so
right.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. We're proud of you.
All right, all
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. All right.